Hello, and I'm going to do the countdown one more time while we just wait for some more people to get here. Please give me just one moment. We're still about 30 seconds early, so please wait just one moment and I will be right back. Okay, hello and welcome everybody. So, as most of you probably know, I have done Facebook Lives before in the past. I haven't done many recently, but I have never done a YouTube Live before. So, this is exciting for me because today this video is both on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm using some streaming software to do this. Usually, I just use Facebook, but today I'm trying to use this software to make sure that I can reach both my Facebook audience and my YouTube audience. So please excuse me if I have any technical difficulties today, if I have any difficulty using the software or doing anything. But it looks like everything is working okay. I see a lot of comments coming in. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Um, Let me take a moment to read some of them. And also, if you guys could let me know in the comments, please just let me know if the audio is okay, if you can hear me all right, if you can see everything all right, if you think my connection is good. I want to make sure that this is okay for. And somehow I just got disconnected for one moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Danielle Nelson, Colorado, audio is great. Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Trixie Kenacha Kira, good morning from Thailand. Hello, good morning. It's evening here, but good morning to you. Sandra Elder Reyes de Fuentes from El Salvador. Hello, thank you for joining. Siaband Mirak Zaxo. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but I am from the United States. I lived in Thailand from 2012 to 2021, 22, but now I live in the United States and I'm from the United States. And okay, we've got a comment from YouTube. Emain Yehia, what time is it now? So right now in the United States, okay, well, the United States has different time zones, but right now I live in Maryland, and in Maryland it is 7:03 p.m. And I'm just reading the comments for a moment, just checking in with you guys for a few minutes. And then after that, I'm going to give you some updates and answer a few more of your questions. Swan Kennard, hello, Mike. Hello, Swan. Thank you for following me. You have followed me for a very long time, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, I see a lot of comments saying that the audio is okay and the video and the network is good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, and like I said, today I'm using some streaming software to do this live video instead of doing it directly through Facebook. And this is making it a lot easier. for me to read the comments. When I do this on Facebook, just on Facebook, it's very difficult to read the comments, but this is a lot easier. So this is good. However, it will be difficult for me to use this if I go outside. Evelyn, hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, and so now so what are we going to talk about today? Um so basically I have some changes for my page. Um Nothing is bad. It's good. Well, I guess it's a little bit bad. Basically, what I want to do is I want to let you guys know that I am choosing specific days of the week that I am going to post new videos. So I'm going to post 3 new videos each week. Usually, I post about 3 to 5 new videos each week. I never post less than 2 or 3. However, when I first started this page for the first year or two, I made a new video every single day. And that wasn't too difficult because the videos were they were useful videos, but I was speaking very, very, very slowly and the quality was not very good. And that was because I was just recording these short little videos in my office before work. And I was speaking really slowly, mostly because I had to say everything perfectly without making any mistakes because I didn't have time to shoot the video again or edit the video. So the videos were not great quality, but I had new videos every day. Whereas recently, I have been spending a lot more time researching my video topics, editing my videos, creating thumbnails and stuff. So that's part of why nowadays it takes me longer to make videos because I'm trying to make videos that are more useful and more attractive to more people. So I guess the main thing I want to say there is that I'm going to post new videos 3 days per week. It's going to be Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So tomorrow is Tuesday here in the United States. So my next new video will be tomorrow. And that video is going to be about all, every, and each. How they are similar, how they are different, and how we use them. Speak English with this guy. How are you, Mike? Hope all is well in Maryland. Thank you. I'm doing well. A little bit tired because, again, it's about 7 p.m. here. But thank you for joining. For anyone, I was going to say for anyone who is learning English, but obviously all of you are learning English. But for anyone who is interested in looking for another teacher to receive learning content from, you can follow this guy. So Speak English with this guy is also an English teacher here on Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, thank you for the comment. Thank you for watching. So that is the first thing that I wanted to say is that new videos 3 days per week. So if you don't see my videos in your news feed, if you don't see them on Facebook or YouTube, just go to my page, go to my channel, and check. I will have new videos every Sunday, every Tuesday, and every Thursday. I'm also going to continue sharing old videos for you to review on the day that I do not have new videos. So 3 days per week, new videos. 3 or 4 days per week, I will also share old videos for you to review. And I'm thinking that 1 day per week, I'm probably also going to do a live broadcast just like this one. And maybe 1 or 2 days per week. I haven't yet decided which days those will be, but I will let you know about that when I decide. Um, Also, sometimes it's difficult to communicate with you guys on Facebook because when a Facebook page posts something, only usually 5% of their followers can see the post. That's just the way that Facebook works. Facebook wants you to see stuff from your friends and your family. They don't really want you to see stuff from pages like mine. Um, so a lot of the times I post stuff and you guys say, "Where have you been? I haven't seen you in so long." And that's just because you need to come to my page. I post new stuff every day. So if you're not seeing it, just come to the page. Also, to make it easier to communicate with you guys, I now have a website, www.teacher-mike.com. I'm going to post it in a comment right now so that you can find it. Teacher-mike.com. Okay, it's now in the comments. You should be able to see it. I hope. But anyways, it's teacher-mike.com. You should be able to find it. And there's not a lot to do on the website. I still don't have courses. I don't have classes, but it has a link to my Facebook page, a link to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, what it has is at the bottom of my website. If you go all the way down, you can find a link to subscribe to receive emails from me. So every month, at the end of the month, I will send out an email with new information, announcements, updates, anything that you might want to know. And if you want to make sure that you're receiving news from me, signing up to receive emails from me is a really good way to do that because it guarantees that you see them. It almost guarantees that you see them. It depends how often you check your email. But the point is, Facebook doesn't always want to give you my stuff. But if you sign up for my email list, I can send everything directly to you. And that will be a good way for you to find out when I have new things and when I have updates, like which day I'm going to do my live broadcasts, which days I'm going to have new videos, things like that. Um, Yeah, and so that's really the main stuff that I wanted to tell you today. So I think for the rest of the time, for the next 30 or 45 minutes, I'm just going to read some of your comments and answer some of your questions. So give me a moment. I'm going to look through the comments, find some that I like. I'm going to save them, put them in a list, and then I'm going to answer them. Oh, and Brent, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Okay, so right now it's mostly hello, hello. I like your page. What I'd like now is to get some questions from you guys. Um, okay, one question though. What's the name of your channel? So on YouTube, my channel is just Teacher Mike English. Sorry, Teacher Mike English. It's the same as it is on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I want to know how we can introduce ourselves but be a perfect presentation of self. Um, so I think the main thing that I want to say here is that if you really want to present yourself clearly and really show who you are, don't worry about being perfect because when you're worried about being perfect, one, you might try too hard and seem insincere, not seem real. And you might also get nervous. And when you're nervous, you can't really be yourself. Um, so that's the main thing. For the English language, you just need to learn basic English. Hi, my name's Mike. I'm from the United States. I'm an English teacher. I live in Maryland. You just need to learn the basic things and then get comfortable using them. Practice using them regularly. And don't worry about it being perfect. Usually, the best things are things that are not perfect, in my opinion. Evelyn, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you please make the live a little bit earlier next time? So I definitely will. Um, well, definitely is a strong word. I'm 95% sure that I will do it earlier next time. Um, but the thing is, I'm probably going to choose 2 times to do live because you guys are all over the world. And I know that if I do it earlier, it will be good for a lot of people. But at the same time, um, 200,000 of my followers are in just Thailand and Myanmar. And in Thailand and Myanmar, right now, I think it is 6 a.m. So for a lot of my followers, it is 6 a.m. right now. Um, and I want to make sure that those people can also see the videos. So what I'm probably going to do is choose one that is earlier and one that is later. And again, if you sign up for my emails on my website, that way I can let you know in advance which day and which time. Again, I still haven't decided exactly when, but I do want to set up a schedule so that I can do the same thing each week. And I will announce that via my emails and Facebook. But again, when I post stuff on Facebook, many people do not see it. For anyone who has somehow missed this, yes, I do post on YouTube. Every time I create a new video, I put it on both Facebook and YouTube. And I'll put my YouTube channel in the comments also. I think it is somewhere, but you might not be able to see it. So again, the name is just Teacher Mike English. So you can just search Teacher Mike English, but I'm also posting a link in the comments right now for you. Okay, good question. Do you still teach in any school there in the US? I hope my grammar is right. First, let's check the grammar. Hi, do you still teach in any school there in the US? I hope my grammar is right. So here are the corrections that I would make. Do you still teach in any school there in the US? Question mark. New sentence with a capital I. I hope my grammar is right, period. So overall, your grammar is right, but you need punctuation. You need a question mark instead of a comma. And at the end of the second sentence, you need a period. We call it a period in English, in American English. In British English, they call it a full stop. But let's answer the question. Do you still teach in any school there? So first thing, I have never taught in a school. When I started teaching English, I was teaching in what I would call a language center or an English academy, basically. So I was teaching adults to speak English. I've never taught classes of children. I have always worked with adults. And I worked in about 3 different language centers teaching adults to speak English in Thailand for about 7 or 8 years. And then after that, I worked in a hotel for 2 years. And in the hotel, I was actually responsible for the English and communication skills of all 400 staff in the hotel. So I've been teaching adults to speak English for over 10 years, but right now in the United States, I am not working in a school. The only way that I earn money right now is through my videos on Facebook and YouTube, which are free. Good question. But yeah, I haven't had a job in the US since I was probably 21 years old. That was the last time I had a job in the US because after that I moved to Thailand and I lived in Thailand for most of my adult life up until now. But again, now I am in the US. And where in the US am I? I am in Maryland. So, Reina Isabella Ojeda, good question. How is the weather in Maryland? Today it's been about 80 degrees most of today. What is that in Celsius? 80 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. No, 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 no. 80 degrees Fahrenheit. 80 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius. 26.7. So today it has been about 26.7 degrees Celsius for most of the day. So it's not too hot, not cold at all. It's a nice, warm, sunny day today. Actually, really beautiful today. Good question. So, yeah, I'm in Maryland. Maryland is a state in the United States. Konnichiwa. Teacher, inspire me every morning when I wake up. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. Eva Gowenda is a supporter slash subscriber on my Facebook page. What will tomorrow's video be about? I have already answered this question, but I still want to answer it one more time just to make sure everyone knows. Tomorrow's video will be about each, every, and all, how they are different, how they are similar, and how we use them. Selma Ja, I think. How can I memorize words? So I actually have some videos about this. And on both my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, I have playlists. And a playlist is a collection, many videos put together in one place. On both Facebook and YouTube, I have a playlist called How to Learn English. And I have at least 1 or 2 videos in those playlists about how to memorize words, how to make sure that you can remember words in conversation. Um, but the most important thing is that you need to use the words after you learn them. You can't just, oh, new word. Okay, now I know it. No, you're not magic. That's not how learning works. If you want to remember something, you have to use it again and again and again. I don't remember what research says the exact number is, but you probably need to use something at least 10 or 20 times in real situations before you actually remember it. So, everybody, don't be disappointed if you forget words sometimes. That's normal. The way to fix that problem is to use them more often. If you don't have opportunities to use them, create opportunities to use them. Write down sentences and read those sentences out loud every day. Create flashcards with those sentences. Review the flashcards every day. Um, Again, that's all I'm going to say about that right now because I already have videos about that in the How to Learn English playlist. Manirat, Susangrat, safe and sound. What does it mean? So sound. Sound is very similar to safe. Um, what this really means is safe. When someone says, I arrived safe and sound, or we found him safe and sound, it just means safe and not injured, not hurt, not in a bad situation. So that person is safe and in a peaceful situation. So I like this question. Um, is that how you say your first name? Kbiz. How did you organize such? Let me change the grammar to make it correct. How do you organize so many videos and have such great motivation to keep creating? So again, really good question. It's not easy. Um, I thought that doing this would be easier than being a real English teacher, but this is actually a lot more challenging than being a real English teacher. Um, Being a real English teacher, standing in a classroom for 6 to 7 hours each day, being on your feet, standing and speaking and thinking and answering questions, you get really tired doing that. Um, so that's the difficult thing about being a real teacher. But being a teacher on social media is difficult because you can't do the same thing every day. You always have to have new ideas. You always have to have new videos, new topics. And that's gotten more difficult now because I'm not a real teacher anymore. When I started, I would just talk about the things that I talked about in class that day. And it made it really easy to come up with new topics and new ideas because I wasn't creating them. I was just talking about the things that I always talked about. But now I have to think of new ideas, and it is difficult. And that's also why I want to start doing 3 days a week instead of trying to make new videos 4 or 5 days a week. I want to give myself more time so that I can spend more time thinking about how to do things well, how to create better examples, and create better quality content for you guys. Um, but yeah, there's no motivation, honestly. It's not about motivation. It's just like for you, you go to work because you have a job and you have to go to work. For me, this is how I earn money. So I have to do it. If I don't create a new video, I'm not going to make any money. And yeah, I need to make money because I am a human just like you guys. But good question. I'm not a specially motivated person. I'm just doing my job. What about most common phrases and expressions used by native speakers? Because we can learn English literature and some grammar, but real English looks totally different when we interact with native speakers in person. So the question here is really how can you how can you learn real English? Um, Learn real English by following channels like mine. Learn real English by listening to real English. So instead of reading literature and reading textbooks, watch TV shows, watch YouTube channels, listen to other native English speakers speaking to other native English speakers. That's mostly it. Is you never hear what people say in real life because you never listen to real life. So if that's your problem, is that you don't understand the things that we really say and you want to learn them, again, TV shows, movies, those are some of the best things that you can use. Hi, Mike. Please, can you make a video about scientific topics like civil engineering? Thank you and good night. Um, so first of all, thank you. I've seen you comment on my page many times before. I recognize your name. Thank you for learning with me. Um, there are some things that I know about, and there are some things that I don't really know about. Civil engineering is one thing that I do not know about. Um, However, like I said, I've already talked about most of the topics that I do know about. So I will continue learning new things so that I can teach you the English for those things. So maybe I will talk about this in the future, but right now I do not have the information that I need to actually be able to teach you about that. Jose Gonzalez, hi teacher Mike. I like your video. I like a lot your videos. Um, so I really like your videos. That's the correct way to say that. I really like your videos, and I have a question. Do you know how to speak Spanish? I'm curious because many people see. Okay, so many of the people in my audience are from Latin America. So do I speak Spanish? No, I do not speak Spanish. A lot of people ask that question. Okay, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I know a little bit because I live in the United States. Everybody knows a little bit, or most people do. And I have studied Spanish a little bit, but no, I can't have a conversation in Spanish. Um, a lot of people also ask about Arabic because many of my followers are from countries where they speak Arabic. I do not know any Arabic. The languages that I speak are English and Thai. Thai is the language spoken in Thailand. Tamara K, could you please give us some tips to improve speaking skills? Um, so first, thank you for watching on YouTube. I wanted to answer this question mostly because I'm grateful for the people who are joining from YouTube, since this is my first time doing a live with YouTube. Um, so tips to improve speaking skills. Um, Number one thing, practice speaking every day. And watch the videos in my How to Learn English playlist. Especially on YouTube, the playlists are very easy to find. Go to the top of my page, playlists, or maybe it's videos and then playlists. But in the How to Learn English playlist, I have multiple videos about how to improve your speaking. But the number one thing you need to do to improve your speaking is actually speak. A lot of people read and expect their speaking to improve. That's not how it works. The way you get better at speaking is by practicing speaking. And I do have videos about how to improve your speaking, so please watch those. Aaron Paul. Hi, Mike. Would you mind explaining to us the use of the word whatsoever, please? Um, so this isn't something that I've really explained before. So I might not explain this perfectly, and I might not explain every detail, but whatsoever basically means at all. So he didn't say anything at all means he said zero things. He didn't say anything whatsoever, or he said nothing whatsoever. That means the same thing. He said zero things. So whatsoever is basically the same as at all, which we use in negative sentences. Why do I forget everything when I speak with someone face to face? From Karencinia Montiel. So this is the same as the question about memorizing words. It's also the same as the question about speaking, but again, I really want everyone to understand this, so I'm going to say it again. The reason that you can't use things in conversation is because you don't practice them enough. That's the main reason. You're not going to be able to shoot basketballs during a game if you don't practice shooting basketballs at home or during practice. So that's the main thing. It's because you're not practicing enough. You might be studying, reading grammar books, watching videos, but you're not practicing using the language that you need in conversation. Probably. That's the situation for most people. I don't know you. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's the usual answer. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that one, but let's see. Hello, teacher. I'm from Tunisia, North Africa. Is there a difference between British English and American English? People really like this question. And I kind of like this question because I'm interested in languages. So, yes, the basic answer is yes, they are different, but most of the time, it's not something that you need to worry about. In this video, I have been speaking for I have been speaking for 38 minutes and 15 seconds, and I have not said anything that a British person would not understand. Everything that I have said today, British people would understand just as well as American people. So that's the most important thing. We can communicate with each other, no problem. And if there is a problem, we do what normal people do. If a British person has some word that I've never heard before, I just say, "Excuse me, I don't know that word. What do you mean?" And they would explain it to me. There are also differences in pronunciation and spelling. But again, most of these differences are not very big and do not impact our ability to communicate with each other. Hana, hi Mike. I have lived in the US for 8 years, but I've never been to your state. What do you like most about Maryland? Thank you. Um, I think there's two things that I like most about Maryland. One is that we have everything. Um, Thinking about geography and nature. So we have cities, we have beaches, we have rivers, we have farms, we have mountains. We don't have a desert, but we have everything else. So there's lots of stuff to see and do in nature. Also, where I live, Montgomery County, Maryland, is very diverse. Diverse means that there are many different things or many different people. Um, So when you go outside and you talk to people, you will meet many different people from many different backgrounds, especially many people who were not born in the US. So there's lots of interesting people to talk to. It's very diverse, and there's also lots, because of that, there's also lots of good food. Nixon, Sibale, or Sibale. Hi, Mike. Can you allow all of us to have conversation a little bit with you, even one day a week? I'm Sibale or Sibale from Tanzania. Um, so it's a good question, but it's not something that's really possible. Um, I have more than 1.5 million people who are learning with me right now, and it's just not something that I can do. Um, in the future, maybe I will allow my Facebook subscribers or my YouTube members to join me on one of these live videos. But it's not something that I can do easily, and it's definitely not something that I can do in a fair way for everybody. Um, so I might do it for a few special people, like my subscribers or my members. But it's not something that I can do for everybody because there are more than 1 million of you and there are 365 days in a year. You can do the math. But good question. I appreciate it. I'm glad you want to talk to me. It's just difficult. I'm going to do one or two more questions, and then I'm going to go have dinner. It's 7:40 p.m. I haven't had dinner yet, so eventually I am going to have to eat something. Jose, Luis, Rios, Reina, beautiful dogs. I love dogs. Those ones look very cute. Um, where can I find your videos in Facebook? Okay, so if you are on your phone, go to my page, go to the top of the page. Let's see. I have to go into my personal account so that I can look at my teaching account. Teacher Mike English. So go to the top of my page up here. And I know it's backwards. That's okay. Go here, videos. Yeah, just go to the top of my page, videos. And oh, there I am right now. So you can go down, you can see all of my videos. That's also how you find the video playlists. Just go to the top of the page, videos. Trying to find one or two more questions to answer. I'm glad to see people chatting with each other in the chat. That's interesting because again, I've never used this. I've never used YouTube Live before, so I'm glad to see that everything works okay. And again, I'm looking for one more question. Just give me a moment. Bear with me. Bear with me means please be patient. Please wait a moment. I know it's not perfect. And I'm trying to find something that I haven't explained a million times before. I'm trying to find something a little bit new because usually when I do these live videos, I get the same questions again and again, and I'm happy to talk about them because they're important questions, and I know that many of you haven't heard me talk about them before. But for many of you, I'm sure you've heard me say these things again and again, and you probably want me to talk about something new. Anya, which TV shows do you recommend watching to practice some English? Um, First thing I want to say is that make sure that you understand that watching a TV show is not really practicing speaking. Um, it's just listening. But that's okay. If you want to just practice listening and learn some new words, that's fine. But usually, when I think about practicing, I think about producing language and speaking. But good question. Which TV shows? So usually I don't really have a good answer for this, but I think I have an okay answer today. And my answer is when you go on Netflix or Hulu or YouTube or however you watch TV shows or movies, they have categories. So they have like action, cooking, sci fi, adventure. I recommend that you choose family. And this is because these family shows and these family movies don't have really crazy topics. It's mostly people doing everyday things, taking their kids to school, going shopping, arguing with their friends. They're not in a spaceship. They're not doing really weird things. And this means that you will know a lot of the vocabulary already, and you will be learning vocabulary that is actually useful for your daily life. Or if you do want to learn about different things, so if you want to learn about outer space, watch sci fi shows. If you want to learn about the military, watch action movies. But in general, I think the best thing to watch is family shows, family movies. Again, mostly because the topics are good, but also because they usually speak much more clearly. So, what do you krup? Hello from Thailand. Hello, hello. Lysandra Romeo Matos, I enjoyed a lot. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the video about alcoholic beverages because I recently started to work in a liquor store at Walgreens located in Miami. Great. I'm glad that I could help you. I'm very happy to hear that. Ooh, lots of comments that I haven't read yet. I'm not going to be able to read all of them. But I am very happy to see that using this software, it is a lot easier to read the comments. It's very difficult for me to read them when I'm just using Facebook. Okay, this is great. So a little while ago, I talked about whatsoever. And this person, Nita Garcia Mendoza Mangapit, says, people here complain. I don't care whatsoever. Good. So that's another example of how we use whatsoever. Again, it's the same as at all. I don't care at all. I care 0%. I don't care whatsoever. Winston, Teacher Mike, aside from Thailand, have you been to other countries? Um, well, your question's good. There's no problems with your question. This is good. Um, so, have I been to other countries? Yes, I have. So, But as an adult, I have not been to many countries. When I was very young, I don't even remember how old I was, maybe like 8 or 9. I went to Italy and Denmark and the United Kingdom with my parents. But as an adult, I have only been to Thailand and Laos. Is that true? Have I been to any other countries? No, I haven't. I have only been to Thailand and Laos. I would love to go to more countries, but I just haven't had many opportunities to travel. Mukidin, do you practice private tutoring? So right now, I do not give private lessons. That might change in the future. I do need to start doing more things to get more income, because again, right now I just create free videos. That's obviously not a lot of money. So in the future, I might do private lessons. And if I do, again, I will make an announcement via email. So, again, for anyone who is interested in receiving announcements like that, I highly recommend going to my website, www.teacher-mike.english.com. I already put it in the comments a little while ago. Subscribe to my mailing list at the bottom of the website, and you will receive emails from me with updates. And then one day, if I do decide to give private lessons, you will know. Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of comments, and okay, one more question, just one. Do people in the USA use hello, hi, or hey more often than good morning, good afternoon, or good evening? Okay, so hmm, I like this question. I'm trying to think about how to answer it well. The first thing I want to say is that hello is very formal. It's not very formal. It's like the standard way to say hello, but we don't usually use that with our friends or family. It sounds a bit too serious. So usually with friends and family, we say hi or hey. But if you go somewhere for a job interview, you might use hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Again, I mostly use good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I usually only use these in more formal situations. So I used to work in a five-star hotel, and when I worked in the hotel, we used good evening, good morning, good afternoon. We use these a lot, but I don't use these with my friends, and I rarely use these with my family. Um, when I wake up, if I see my parents, I say good morning, but I never say good evening to my parents. I never say good afternoon to my parents, or my wife. I would usually just say hi. So yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and hello are all a bit formal. So I think the things that we usually say 90% of the time are just hi and hey. Those are the most normal ones. But that is the last one that I'm answering for today. I want to say thank you, everyone, very much for joining. Thank you for all the comments. Obviously, I can't read all of them right now. There are many, but you guys asked some really good questions, and I'm happy to have been able to answer the ones that I did. And again, I am going to try to do this once per week. I am going to try to do a live video on Facebook and YouTube one time per week. I haven't yet decided which day that's going to be. I will make an announcement. And if you want to make sure that you receive that announcement, I recommend going to my new website, teacher-mike.com, signing up to receive emails from me at the bottom of the website, and that way you will get an email and you will know when I decide which day I'm going to do it. Also, for anyone who missed the beginning of this video, the main thing that we talked about, or that I wanted to tell you guys today, is just that I'm going to do 3 new videos per week instead of 4, 5, 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 3. I want to have a real schedule. So my new videos are always going to be Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So 3 days per week: Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. If you don't see my video in your news feed on Facebook, come to my page and look for it, because again, Facebook doesn't always show you everything. You will need to come to my page sometimes to make sure that you see everything. But now you know which days to do that: Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And I will continue sharing old videos on the other days. So there will be a video every day, but there will be new videos 3 days per week: Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I see a lot of comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your questions. If you're following from Facebook and you don't follow me on YouTube, if you like YouTube, I recommend checking out my YouTube also. It's the same videos, but they're easier to find because YouTube does a better job of making it easier for me to show you my videos. Facebook makes it a bit difficult. So if you want to make sure that you see everything, I recommend YouTube. However, if you're on YouTube and you haven't followed me on Facebook, I recommend that you do that also, because I do posts every day on Facebook. I don't do every day on YouTube. On YouTube, I just post when I have new videos. But on Facebook, I also share old videos, and I have small written posts for you to practice reading every day. Okay, that's a lot of talking. So I'm going to go and eat dinner. You guys, thank you. It's been fun. I will see you next time.